During your travels, you may have noticed there's a booze tub in the goblin camp, and the goblins do come and take drinks from it periodically. We won't see this currently because I've put the game in turn-based mode because there's something completely unrelated that I just want to show you. I've only noticed it while recording this video. I never really thought about it before. So the goblins surrounding Volo are shouting taunts and making comments. And Sharp Eye Aggie here says, "Sing the saucy one about the bugbear and the ogre." This brings to mind one of two things that has happened in the background during the game. One, there's either a song about a bugbear and an ogre, which a certain bugbear and ogre have taken very literally just outside the blighted village, or poor old Volo has seen a bugbear and an ogre doing something they probably shouldn't be doing, something a little bit saucy, and he's made his own song up about it. I don't know which one's worse. Anyway, so I'm going to let go back to turn-based mode. And the goblins don't move around a huge amount, but here, Trakapuli, you can see this goblin, she comes and takes some booze and then walks away. And we can also see, if we hold down shift, the vision cone almost always surrounds the booze tub. So I'm going to show you two relatively easy methods of poisoning the goblins using the booze tub. The first one is probably more, well, not probably, the first one is more difficult. So again, hold down shift, you can see where the goblins can see. And if you've got anyone who can cast Minor Illusion, which both Shadowheart and Astarion can, Gale can't, you might make your own tab that can. If you put the Minor Illusion somewhere away, the goblins go and investigate. And if we pause, okay, this time it hasn't worked out so well, which is why I said this method isn't always the easiest. I can set up another Minor Illusion. And that one didn't work. And just keep trying until you do actually get the attention away from the booze tub. Just keep trying, try different places. Gotta make sure everyone's looking away from the booze tub, essentially. At the moment, I think it's Guard Gurgon causing some problems. Let's try over here. There we go. This worked much better when I was practicing recording this video. This might take a bit of time. There we are, right. So what I can do, come along. Basically, you don't want to be seen doing this, otherwise they'll stop you. And you get this little crafting screen open, and it says combine items. And then you want to put into it a basic poison. I'm not going to do that right now because I'm going to show you the other way. And this requires either a potion of invisibility, which I bought from Roa Moonglow just inside. And in fact, yeah, Huntath can do this. So she's gone invisible. And now she can freely interact with the booze tub. I'm going to put the poison in. Oh, it says I can't reach. I'm obviously standing in the wrong place. Never had that happen before. Ooh. That was a bit strange. Right, we'll try again. Probably best do this in turn-based mode so you don't run out of time for invisibility. I'm just assuming that I can get this done. Okay, apparently I can't. So what I'm going to do is, because I think maybe Gale is in the way, and this didn't happen while practicing either. And let's move Shadowheart, everyone back.
At least things have stayed interesting.
This does require an action to do. There we are. And then Sharp Eye Merg proposes a toast. So let's go back to normal mode, non-turn-based mode. We get this cutscene. I will show this cutscene. I don't often show cutscenes in my videos.
Just standing here all dry for. Come here, have a drink.
So the nearest character gets given a flagon of this poisoned beer, and you can kind of choose what you want. Ideally, I think, I'm glad you asked, tell everyone to gather round.
This one's giving us a toast.
You raise your glass and shout.
I think it's quite funny to use to drinking till we die. Just gets all the goblins riled up.
Go on, drink up.
And then we have a choice. You can down the beer, but then you get poisoned quite severely. and then you can try deception or sleight of hand. So Gale's going to try sleight of hand because that's what he's best at. Give him some guidance. Gonna fail. That's okay. Let's just see what happens.
Hey! That's a beer you're wasting! Ain't good enough for you!
You think there's something wrong with it? I told you we shouldn't be drinking the foam. It ain't right.
Wait, you've been tampering with our beer? That what you've been standing round here for?
And then you can either drink, which would... Actually, I'll show you what happens if we drink it.
The poison burns your throat, but the goblin relaxes.
You look real suspicious for a bit. Now get out of our way. I need another drink.
So I'm just going to go to turn-based mode to show you that Gale has got ingested poisoned beer, 7 to 12 damage per turn, 1d6 plus 6. This has gone wrong now. So I'll try this again, but this time show you what happens when you do it successfully. I'm going to try sleight of hand again, this time with a character who's slightly better than Gale. There we are.
That's it. Down the hatch. Now get out of our way. I need another drink.
And this time we see over half the goblins all down dead. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 goblins taken out. And we get put into combat. Starin isn't in combat because he was invisible when he poisoned the tub. So you kind of cut down the number of goblins, not quite by half, but you take a good chunk of them out. The goblins over here are left alone. But it makes for a nice easy start if you want to be fighting the goblins up front like this. Now, one other thing, I don't think it's worth another video, to be honest, that I was kind of found while preparing for this video, is the game, maybe some of you knew this, I hadn't thought about this in a long time. The game is keeping track of time and days. So here we've got a time of different dialogues. Apparently we're zooming around the place very quickly. We've got the day and the month. So it seems like there is a mechanic of keeping track of time in the game. And who knows what that will entail later on when the game finally comes out. Anyway, that's going to be it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you learned something new today. If you made it this far, please do consider subscribing. And hopefully I will see you in the next one.